it's Victoria, and in honor of the 2025 NFL Draft, today we are going to be drafting my dream NFL team using only WWE superstars currently active on the main roster. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss another video, and follow me at It's Victoria Daisy everywhere you can find me. All right, so how this is going to work is I have my computer here, and I have a wheel of every single male superstar who's currently active on the main roster. I'm going to spin it. Whichever name comes up, I have to draft them into one of these positions. Right here, we've got offense. We've got quarterback, 2 wide receivers, a running back, a tight end, and a guard. Right here, we have our defense. So we have 2 safeties, 2 cornerbacks, and 2 linebackers. And then over here, it's slightly miscellaneous. We have special teams. So we have kicker, punter, punt returner, and then down here in the red, we have a coach and a general manager. So I'm very excited to draft my dream team. And we're not just doing 1 round, we're gonna be doing 2 rounds. And by the end of this video, we're gonna have 2 NFL teams with WWE superstars. And at the end, I want you guys to let me know in the comments which team you guys think would win in a game. Also, I just want to shout out that this video is inspired by Stash Club Wrestling. I will leave the link to their video. That's where I got this video idea from. So go check out their video after this one if you want to see more. All right, so I've got my wheel here. Let's see who our first superstar is going to be. All right. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. Okay. Oh, okay. We got Sami Zayn. Okay. So Sami Zayn, when I think about Sami Zayn, I don't think of him as any big player, right? I do think he has the potential to be a great coach. I feel like he's very motivational, and I feel like he would get the guys extremely hyped. So that's definitely somewhere I would consider putting him. I also think he wouldn't do terribly bad as a safety, but I also want to be a little bit careful because I don't fully know if I can trust him as a safety. I also feel bad putting him in a coach position so early. I mean, this is the first person I already want to put him as coach. So I have to be a little strategic here with this one. Oh God, I could put him as a guard, but I don't know if I'm too confident in that either. You know what? After long consideration, I think I'm just going to put him as coach. Is it too early? Probably. But I don't see him vicious enough to take on a linebacker position. I don't see him vicious enough to get ready to catch and steal the ball as a safety and a cornerback would to try and, make those plays. And I definitely do not see him I'm so sorry, Sammy. I definitely don't see him in an offensive position. And also, kicker has to be somebody with, good aim, a good leg. Wait, I'm stupid. I just had an epiphany. His finisher is the haluva kick. Oh, wait. I might have just cooked. Wait, thank God I didn't put him at coach. Okay, so I could put him as kicker or punter. Now, let me think. Would Sammy be good under pressure? Because with a kicker, you're usually kicking field goals, right? So, can he handle that pressure? A punter there's a little less pressure in my opinion. So, you know what? I didn't really think about the haluva kick until right now. So I'm really happy I just did that. You know what? I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to put him as a punter. So we're just going to write Sami Zayn. All right, let's move on to our next superstar. All right, we are clicking the board. Let's see who we are going to get next. I'm so nervous. Okay, Carmelo Hayes. Okay, we're cooking right now. Okay, so when I think of Carmelo Hayes, I think a couple different things. And as I'm looking at the board right now, we only have punter taken. So there's still a lot of areas that he can play in. I definitely do see Carmelo as an offensive player. So I definitely would love to see him possibly in a guard or running back position. I feel like he would really thrive there. I think Carmelo is very quick with it. And he's more on the smaller side than some of the other guys on this wheel. So you know what? I think I would put Carmelo as a running back. I mean, I don't think he would do terrible as either a corner or a safety. Oh, crap. But I'm like, because then I think of somebody like a Braun Breaker. I'm like, what if I get him? But oh, crap, this is a little difficult. You know what? I actually think I'm going to put Carmelo Hayes as a guard. I feel like that is a really good position for him. And I feel kind of confident. Sorry, guys. My handwriting is actual garbage, and I'm not about to get down on the ground just to write it nicely. All right, let's spin the wheel and see who our next player is going to be. Johnny Gargano. Okay. So Johnny gives me a couple different vibes here. Johnny definitely does give me special teams energy, not to be mean, but he does. He also could serve as a running back, I feel. Although with Johnny Gargano, I'm a little bit torn on where to put him. I do think there are a couple places I could put him. Okay, I've thought about it for a little bit, and I honestly think that Johnny Gargano could be a pretty good safety if we let him. So I'm going to write his name down right here. Johnny. All right, let's see who our next superstar / player is going to be. Our brand new Intercontinental Champion, Dominic Mysterio. Now, we love Dirty Dom over here, okay? So when looking at the board, I definitely could see Dominic in a cornerback position. I definitely do think that's somewhere he could thrive. I also feel a little bit like wide receiver might be good for him as well. I'm also getting some punt returner vibes from Dominic as well. So let me sit on this and ponder a bit. Because when I think of Dominic's moveset, he is very athletic. And he probably, if you let him play football, he probably could run really well. So do I trust him enough to be a wide receiver and make really great plays? I don't know. I feel like he's the type of person that maybe would fumble the ball. I don't really know. Obviously, I've never seen him play football, so I couldn't tell you. But I do feel like maybe cornerback could be a good position for him. I don't want to put him in any key positions just yet. Quarterback is obviously the cream of the crop. That is for the ultimate superstar ever, which hopefully I get Cody Rhodes because I definitely draft him there. But some of these other positions like running back, wide receiver, even linebacker, like those are really key positions that I don't think I would feel comfortable putting Dominic Mysterio in. So you know what? I think I feel pretty comfortable putting Dominic as like CB1 probably. But let's see if hopefully we can get a superstar who can be in a key position. Oh my God, no way. Oh my God, we got Jey Uso. Okay, our new world heavyweight champion. Now, when I think of Jey Uso, of course, I think of a key top position. So when we think of Jey Uso, what do we think? Now, I love Jey Uso very much, but I don't know exactly if wide receiver is somewhere I would want to put him. Actually, that's a lie. Actually, you know what? Say less. Jey Uso can be my wide receiver too. Possibly 2, or do I put him at 1? I think I could put, no, you know what? I'll put Jey Uso as WR1. Okay, that was pretty easy. We finally have drafted a superstar in a key position, Jey Uso, a wide receiver. All right, can we go 2 for 2 and get another superstar who could be in a key position? Let's see. Oh, shoot. Ah, man, I was kind of hoping we weren't going to get him. Shinsuke Nakamura. Right before him was Sheamus, and I knew where I'd put Sheamus, but we are not at Sheamus right now. So, you know what? Let's see. Shinsuke Nakamura, where can we plug you? Now, Shinsuke is one of those, like, silent assassins. I feel like he's one of those players, or he would be one of those players that you wouldn't expect much from, but would give you the world. Now, he could have the potential to be good at wide receiver, but I don't know if I want to put him there. I definitely do think that he would be good as a kicker, and I definitely do think that he would be good as a cornerback as well. You know what? I think I feel comfortable putting Shinsuke Nakamura as CB2. I feel like that would be a good position for him. It's a position where you can make big plays, but the pressure isn't always on you. All right, who is going to be our next player on the spinning wheel? We've got Penta. Okay. See, Penta is going to be one of our star players. I can already tell. Now, Penta is somebody who I feel very confident putting at WR2. I could even switch it to WR1, but I'll keep it the way it is. It's fine. This is a blind rank, so I can't, or not blind rank, but this is a blind draft, so I shouldn't be switching anybody. But I also think that Penta could be a pretty good tight end, I think as well. Actually, maybe I'll put him at tight end. I might feel a little bit more confident doing that. You know what? I think we're going to put Penta at tight end. I feel like that's a position that I feel like he could really thrive in. Let's see who we get. Oh, Pete Dunne. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with the fact that I just got Pete Dunne because the first position that comes to my mind when I think Pete Dunne is either kicker or my number one option right now, running back. I've been desperately waiting for somebody who could fill the running back position, and I personally feel like Pete Dunne would do an extremely good job at that. So, you know, I think he would do good at kicker as well, but you know what? Actually, I take that back. Because Pete Dunne could be good as like a RB2, but I don't necessarily know if I'd feel confident putting him at 1. Oh crap, but what if I regret it? Oh gosh. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to put Pete Dunne as kicker. I feel like he would probably do a little bit better there. I don't think he would give us the speed that I think we would need in order to have a running back. I think there are other people on the roster that could probably do it better. And I think he would be a good person to be kicker. I feel pretty good at that. Who's going to be our next player? Gunta, the ring general. All right, guys, we are finally getting some heavy hitters in the chat. I mean, is it even a question where I'm putting Gunther? Okay, yeah, actually it is. Because I thought to myself, holy crap, like, let's get a linebacker up in here. Oh my God. Bro, I literally could have put Gunther at tight end. I'm stupid. Oh, I literally could have put him at tight end. Okay, oh well. Oh crap, and I could have put Penta as safety. Frick. Oh my God, I'm not thinking straight, bro. Is it bad if I change it? I probably shouldn't change it. I'll stick to my rules and I won't change it. Crap. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Gunther, I feel like might be a pretty good quarterback, but I do feel like he is vicious enough to take a linebacker position. So I actually do think I'll put Gunther as LB1. All right, so we are about halfway through drafting our dream NFL team using WWE Superstars. And so here are the positions we still have open. So we still need a quarterback, a second wide receiver, a running back, a second safety, a second linebacker. We still need a punt returner, a coach, and a GM. So now I kind of have to start thinking a little bit about coach and GM as well, because I feel like I'm so excited about just plugging wrestlers into player positions that I'm not even thinking about who's going to freaking draft the team to begin with and motivate the team and coach them. And I'm all over the place. All right. Can we get our quarterback soon? I hope so. Ludwig Kaiser. All right, Ludwig. So thinking of Ludwig and all that he can do, the two positions that I feel would be best for him would be either our second safety or our punt returner. Now, Ludwig, I don't think would play a huge part on this team in particular. Okay, similar to what I had said earlier about Shinsuke Nakamura, I feel like Ludwig Kaiser could be a silent assassin situation. You would never expect him to be as vicious and as determined as he supposedly is, right? And I do think that he could be pretty good as a safety, to be honest. I don't think we should ever underestimate him. But then also I think of punt returner and I'm like, oh, that's such a simple job for him. And it's a good way to get it out because I don't ever want to be spinning the wheel and then getting somebody who I would want as a wide receiver and then not being able to because everything else is filled up because I put people in random positions. So I definitely don't want to do that. So for Ludwig, it's either our second safety or our punt returner, and I'm struggling so hard right now. You know what? I'm going to put Ludwig as our second safety because now I'm thinking about it. I feel like I would want to draft somebody who's a little bit quicker in the ring as our punt returner. I think that's a little more important. So I feel like Ludwig would probably do best as a safety. All right, who do we got next? Oh gosh, I'm kind of scared. Oh, yes. That's who I wanted. Okay, guys, we've got Ivar. Is it even a freaking question where I'm putting Ivar? I'm sorry. He is our linebacker too. Hell yeah. Okay, guys, our team is looking a little good right now. I'm kind of happy with where some of these people are. I mean, Ivar as our linebacker. Are you kidding me? Bro, no one's getting through our defense. Actually, yes, they are, but it's okay. I mean, we've got a lot of mid-card superstars on this team, but that's okay. We love a little underdog story. All right, who's up next? JD McDonough. All right, guys. This is a very easy pick for me. I think of JD McDonough, I think of running back. He is quick enough to be a running back, and he's small enough to be a running back. All right, we are down to 5 positions left. Let's see who we get next. Oh, the megastar, LA Knight. Yeah. All right, guys. So here's the thing with LA Knight. I think he has a lot of leadership qualities. I think he is so good in every which way possible. And he proves that he can be a champion. So if you kind of know where I'm going, I think it's finally time we draft our quarterback. I feel like really confident with LA Knight being our quarterback. You know, he could be, you know, a coach or a GM, but I don't feel like he's uplifting, and I don't feel like he would maybe make all the right choices. And then also when it comes to wide receiver, I need somebody who is quick with it, and I don't think he'd be that, but I do think he would be a perfect quarterback. So I think it's official. LA Knight is our quarterback. All right, we still got our second wide receiver, punt returner, coach, and GM spots open. So let's see if hopefully we can get some authority figures in here to hopefully get our coach and GM. All right, let's see who we get. I'm so excited. This has been so much fun. Andrade. Okay. So Andrade is a bit interesting. I definitely will not even consider wide receiver for him, but I would consider either GM or punt returner. So let's think about this a little bit. We know Andrade is a bit of a businessman. I feel like he's pretty smart, and I feel like he would do good as a general manager, but I also do think that he would do pretty good as a punt returner. You know, you need somebody who can not only catch, but run and do all the things, try and make some sort of play. Oh gosh, I'm a little too scared to put some rando as a GM. I want to be a little bit specific, but we're getting down to the wire. We literally have wide receiver, punt returner, coach, and GM, and I'm literally freaking the freak out right now. And I don't want to make the wrong decision. Also, we know that Andrade's gimmick over time has almost been like a little bit of a businessman. So honestly, I don't think I would hate putting him as a GM. Okay, you know what? Change of plans. I'm actually going to put Andrade as our punt returner. I feel like I'm going to regret this so much. But you know what? I don't know if I feel 100% confident with him as our GM. All right. I am definitely going to regret that, but it's okay. Let's see who else we've got. R-Truth. Oh my God, guys. I think we found our coach, guys. I think we found our coach. I feel like R-Truth is such a fun, uplifting guy. I think when, you know, if this team hopefully does not go to crap, you know, he's going to be able to pick them back up and motivate them and point people in the right direction. I think R-Truth is probably our best option for a coach. All right, we're down to the last 2 positions. So we've got GM and wide receiver. Let's see who we've got. Oh my gosh, Rey Mysterio. Are you kidding me? This is probably the best person I could have gotten. And you know what? Crap. I shouldn't have put JD McDonough as running back because I think I would have put Rey Mysterio as a running back. The thing is, Rey Mysterio is extremely short, and I don't know if I would want him to be our wide receiver. I'm a little too scared of him not being able to catch the ball because of how freaking short he is. Oh my gosh. But he's also really fast. You know what? I'm going to put Rey Mysterio as our wide receiver. He could be like WR2. I don't know if I'd have him in the game so much. Maybe there would be other wide receivers that we'd put in besides him. But as far as just this video goes, I think I will put him as wide receiver. I don't know if I want him as my GM, but I definitely do think like he could make some good plays. Like if LA Knight as quarterback does get used to having to tweak the way he throws the ball just for Rey to be able to catch it, I feel like we'd be in business. But all right, guys, our last position. Whoever comes up will be our general manager. I am terrified. Alex Shelley from the Motor City Machine Guns. Okay, I don't hate that. I actually do think he could be a pretty good GM. You know, he's smart, he's calculated, we know that. And you know what? I don't actually hate that at all. All right, everyone, so our team is officially drafted. Let's go over every single position we have here on our board and all of our brand new players we will have for this upcoming season, kind of. All right, starting with our offensive players, we've got our quarterback, LA night. Yeah. Then we've got our wide receivers in Jey Uso and Rey Mysterio. Next, we've got our running back, JD McDonough, our tight end Penta, guard Carmelo Hayes. Now let's move over to the defensive side of the ball. We've got our two safeties in Johnny Gargano and Ludwig Kaiser. We got our two cornerbacks in Dominic Mysterio and Shinsuke Nakamura. We got our two linebackers in Gunther and Ivar. Over here for special teams and some authority positions, we've got Pete Dunne as our kicker, Sami Zayn as our punter, Andrade as our punt returner, and then for our coach, we have R-Truth and our general manager, Alex Shelley. Now, I think this is a pretty good team. You know, this team kind of gives me a bit of the New York Giants, which you guys know I'm a huge fan of. You know, they've got a lot of really good players, but we're unsure about how this next season is going to go. It could be a hit, it could be a miss, but I do feel like we have determined authorities to hopefully push these players to get those W's. All right, so the board is completely wiped. We are ready to draft our second team because, again, remember, at the end of this video, I'm going to have you guys comment down below which team you think would win in a game. So the past team was Team A. This team we're about to draft is Team B. Now, I have my spinner again with all the superstars currently on the active roster. I did remove from the wheel the ones we already used for Team A just so that we don't have any of the same players. Who our first wrestler turned player is going to be for Team B. Okay, Chris Sabin. Obviously, we had Alex Shelley, which is his tag team partner in the Motor City Machine Guns, be Team A's general manager. So it's interesting to see that now Chris Sabin will be playing on the opposing team. Now, Chris Sabin, I don't think I'm going to put him in any authority positions, but I do definitely want to put him somewhere. Now, Chris Sabin right away definitely does give me some running back energy, which I do really like. Okay, right now I'm struggling between tight end and guard for Chris Sabin. Yes, he could do good at cornerback and safety, but I definitely do think I want to keep him on the offensive side on the ball. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, punt returner kind of is poking out to me a bit as well. So that's definitely an option for Chris Sabin. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to put Chris Sabin as a punt returner. I definitely do think he has the speed for it. I definitely do think he'll be good at catching a ball and potentially getting us really good field position. So I definitely do feel confident putting Chris Sabin as our punt returner. All right, let's move right along to our next player. Okay, we got Elton Prince. Now, Elton Prince from Pretty Deadly, I do really like having him on this team because I do think that he probably would do really good as a tight end now that I'm really thinking about it. He has the size for it. He's very tall. I definitely do think he could make a lot of really good plays and have those advantages over some of the other positions if he were to play in them. And quite frankly, I think I would put him as a tight end. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That was pretty easy. All right, let's see who we are going to draft next after Elton Prince. Oh my gosh. I mean, could you ask for a better superstar to draft than Braun Breaker? So here's the thing with Braun. He's got hella speed, hella size, and he's hella strong. So we could obviously, I think to everyone's mind, the first position to draft him in is a linebacker. But here's the thing. I would love to put him as a running back. I just think he's a little too big. So to play it safe, I actually am going to put him as a linebacker. I mean, I feel like he's one of the really bigger men on the roster, and I definitely do think that's someone that I do have to draft in linebacker. Okay, I feel like it's been a lot more easier to draft Team B than Team A, which I'm totally okay with. Oh my gosh, we have Damian Priest. Holy crap. He's another super big guy. I feel like Team B is definitely getting an advantage here with all of the bigger guys, but let's see. I feel like Damian Priest would probably be good at either guard or we can add him as another linebacker. I don't I'm not crazy about doing that back to back, but I think it's okay. He also wouldn't be too bad of an option for quarterback, but I definitely do think I would like to use his size to his advantage. So to be quite honest with you, I think I have to put him linebacker, right? All right, guys, this almost doesn't even feel fair to Team A because I feel like this is super easy for Team B. And then also it's just, we're getting a lot of big guys. And now we're getting Montez Ford. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. So when I think of Montez Ford, I definitely do think he could have really good potential in either safety or cornerback. I'm leaning a bit more on safety than I am cornerback, but Montez Ford is a fantastic superstar, and I definitely do think he would translate fantastically in the NFL. But I actually do think I do feel confident putting him as our first safety on this team. Wow, I'm shocked. I really wish it was this easy when we were drafting Team A. I feel like probably because we just had way more options. But next we have John Cena. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Okay, guys, is it even a question where I'm putting John Cena? I mean, like, that's our quarterback. What the freak are you talking about? John Cena is our freaking quarterback. I probably could put him elsewhere. Like, he probably would be a good GM. He probably could even be a really good coach. But I mean, he understands what it's like to be the face of a company and just do everything it takes to be a champ. Literally, he is now a 17-time champ. So I feel like there's no better person than John Cena. Guys, this team is getting very dangerous very quickly. I'm scared for whoever's next. Julius Creed. Okay. So thank God it is not Brutus, because if it was Brutus, I think I would be very upset that I couldn't put him at linebacker. But I think with Julius, I feel a little more confident probably putting him as guard. He probably could honestly do good as a corner or even a running back, but I don't actually wait. Julius would probably be a good wide receiver now that I'm thinking about it. I could do him at guard or wide receiver. I didn't even think about that. You know what? I'm actually going to put Julius Creed as wide receiver because now that I'm really thinking about it, I feel like, yes, he would do good at guard, but I definitely do think he could really thrive as a wide receiver. This team, man, I want to be a fan of this team because this team is crazy. Let's see who their next player is going to be. Santos Escobar. He definitely gives leader businessman vibes. So I honestly am heavily considering putting him as GM. I feel like he would make a lot of smart decisions, a lot of smart moves, and I feel like he could probably cook in the draft. I feel like he gives general manager energy. I'm looking at all of the positions and I honestly feel like GM is calling Santos Escobar. I feel like Santos would just get stuff done. You know what I mean? And also, I'm too scared to put anybody else at GM, and I feel good with putting Santos. We better not get any more big guys, because what do you want me to put them as? Running back, wide receiver? Like, are you crazy? Okay, The Miz, there we go. We're cooking now. So The Miz could honestly be plugged into a couple of different positions. I think I want to stay away from special teams with The Miz. He definitely could do good as, I feel like, a cornerback, or even, I mean, he could do good as a wide receiver, but I don't think he's the most athletic person. So I feel like a cornerback or a guard could probably be good for him. Or, now that I'm thinking about it, he could do good as a coach. Because, you know, he's super uplifting, super motivational. He's very animated, energetic, and in real life, he does love football. So I definitely do think he could probably be a really good coach. I mean, drafting authority positions back to back is crazy, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think The Miz could be our coach. Well, it seems like Team B is in really good hands. Let's see if we could fill up some of the other positions actually playing on the field. There we go. Logan Paul, guys. Okay, Logan Paul. He is jumping out to me as a wide receiver. I feel like he could be a really good receiver. He could also be a good guard. I don't know if I would want to put him anywhere on the defensive side of the ball. So I feel like wide receiver is probably our best bet with Logan Paul. The way it took me 1,000 years to draft Team A and seconds to draft Team B is just altering my brain chemistry, which is fine. Oh gosh, here comes more heavy hitters. We've got Angelo Dawkins. Okay, he's not like a huge heavy hitter, but he's definitely got some size and aggression to him. And honestly, when I think of Angelo Dawkins, I think of guard. I feel like he would probably be a really good guard. And I know this, I feel like I'm not even thinking about this, but I am. It's coming to me in the moment. I definitely do think that Angela would probably, I don't even think you can see me down here, but I think Angela would probably be a really good guard. And I think I'd feel confident putting him there. Wow. Now I feel bad. I feel like I'm not even giving you guys explanation or thinking. I just feel like people are coming and positions are coming to mind. No. Otis, are you for real? Now I regret putting Damian Priest as a linebacker. I'm literally going to die. What do you mean, Otis? What do you mean? Otis would be a perfect linebacker. And the fact that all I have left is running back, second safety, both cornerbacks, kicker, and punter, I'm literally going to die right now. Okay, so he's not, oh my God, this is so hard. I'm honestly right now, I don't think I want to put him as running back. He's too big to be a running back. And he's definitely not going to be a kicker or a punter. So honestly, my only option really is cornerback. I don't know if I feel comfortable putting him at safety, but I definitely do think our unfortunate only option is cornerback. And would have loved to put him as a linebacker, but I didn't think I'd get Otis. So I played it safe with Damian Priest. Definitely regret that now. All right, let's see who our next player is going to be. We only have a couple positions left, so let's see who it's going to be. No way. Guys, life is not fair is what I'm learning, because I just drafted freaking Rusev, the newly returned Bulgarian brute Rusev. And I really wish I put more defensive positions on this board, because he would definitely take one of them. Oh my gosh. Okay. So once again, too big to be a running back. I feel like running backs should be a little bit smaller than what Rusev is. Gosh, this is so hard. I mean, he's going to have to be cornerback or safety. I wouldn't feel too bad putting him actually as a cornerback. Actually, wait, I'm cooking. If I have Otis and Rusev as cornerbacks, I definitely actually feel really good about that. So you know what? That was kind of quick, but I feel pretty good about that. All right, all we have is one more safety, running back, kicker, and punter. Who do we have next? No. The voice of the voiceless, my king, CM Punk. Oh my gosh, where the hell are we putting CM Punk? So obviously, once again, he is not going to be a running back. And I'm really scared that running back actually might be the last position I end up drafting for Team B. But I feel like CM Punk could be a really good safety. I also think he could be a really good kicker as well. So now I'm down between safety and kicker. I don't know if I trust him to punt the ball, but I definitely do think safety or kicker is calling his name. Now that I'm thinking on it, I feel like he would be a pretty good kicker. You know, he'll be able to make those field goals for us. I don't know if I trust him to punt, but I also don't know if I would want him to be a safety. I don't think he's there right now, especially, you know, he's a bit older now. I think he'll be good as a kicker. All right, 3 positions left. We got one more safety, running back, and punter. Let's see who one of those is going to be. No. Dang it! Oh my God. I know John Cena is our quarterback, but can Cody be QB2, please? Can he be QB2? Okay. So I feel like Cody also would be a really good wide receiver, but that's obviously not going to happen. Now, I feel like the obvious choice for Cody when you go between punter, safety, or running back, I feel like is safety. I feel like kind of that's just the only place I should put him. He doesn't deserve to be a punter. He's too big of a star to be a punter. I'm so sorry to any punter watching this. I'm sure nobody's watching this from the NFL. But yeah, and also running back, I mean, he could be a good running back, but I don't know if I want him to be a running back. So I feel like a pretty safe bet would be having Cody be a safety. All right, guys, we are down to the wire. Punter or running back, who is it going to be? Drew McIntyre. I mean, this is obvious, right? He's going to be a punter. He's obviously not going to be a running back. But I am confident putting Drew as a punter. He can kick that ball far. He would kill. He would eat. Yeah, actually, Drew McIntyre is our punter. I'm confident in that. All right, guys, we are down to the final position. I told you the last one would be running back. I already knew it. Who is our running back? AJ Styles, what? Oh my God. Team B is going to literally be the Super Bowl champions. They are winning that freaking Lombardi trophy. I'm telling you now, not that I would really know, but AJ Styles being a running back is such a perfect position for AJ. Even if I had more options available, I still think I would put him running back. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got the athletic ability to do everything a running back needs to do. And I feel so confident putting him as a running back. All right, we've got our Team B here ready to go for the next upcoming season. Let's go through everybody here on the board. All right, leading the team, we got our quarterback, Mr. 17-time champion, John Cena, followed by his two wide receivers, Julius Creed and Logan Paul. We got our running back, AJ Styles, tight end, Elton Prince, and we got our guard, Angelo Dawkins. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball, we've got our two safeties in Montez Ford and Cody Rhodes. We got our two cornerbacks in Otis and Rusev, and we got our two linebackers in Braun Breaker and Damian Priest. Now over to the special teams, we got CM Punk as our kicker, Drew McIntyre as our punter, and Chris Sabin as our punt returner. And then our coach is The Miz, and Santos Escobar is our general manager. Okay, now I'm going to be putting Team A and Team B up on the screen. Apologies for my literal garbage handwriting, but I want you guys to look over both teams, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments if these two teams were playing each other in a game, who do you think would win? You could pause the video, take your time. You can let me know in the comments who and why. And also, since it is NFL draft weekend, who's your favorite team and who you want them to draft IRL, since we're not talking about the board. But I honestly really loved how both of these teams turned out. I mean, personally, I think Team B would win in a game, and I'm really loving Team B. I think there's a lot of freaking great players here, and I think we did the best that we could. I'm pretty confident in the authority roles we got in The Miz and Santos Escobar, and this was such a fun video. I thought it would be so fun to do kind of a draft-related, NFL-related video, since tonight is the NFL draft, streaming exclusively on ABC, ESPN, and I believe possibly Hulu at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, I believe, is that time conversion for you. But if you are an NFL fan, do not forget to miss it. The draft will also be on tomorrow and on Saturday. Not sure on those times just yet, but tonight is obviously, the biggest night. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss another video, and follow me at It's Victoria Daisy ever you can find me. Don't forget to celebrate the joy in what you love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Let's go Giants.